Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
Morning.
Second rehearsal. How was it?
It was better. It was better, and our goal is for the third to be even better, and for the final presentation to be it.
And other than some more practice, what are the things, like the specific things you would like to work on for the third rehearsal?
Again, we were working on our shots and lighting details.
So working with a camera and getting on cue?
Yeah, our angles, yeah.
Great. Did you get to have a little time off to tour the city?
Oh, not quite for myself.
But the rest of the girls, you got to go outside and see the city? Please tell us your experiences and how was it? Yeah, go ahead, share an experience.
We haven't seen much, but I mean, personally, I really love Tel Aviv. It has such a nice energy, and it was actually a really special time to be here. With the Independence Day and Memorial Day, it was quite touching and quite a lot of energy in the city, and I think we're quite similar as culture, the way people behave. We're all very loud and dynamic.
Yes, Mediterranean.
Yes, yeah.
So yeah, I'm very happy for you that you got the chance to be here while these events take place, because as you said, it is a special few days in Israel. So let's just start the press conference and address some questions to the beautiful team on stage. Yes, please.
Hi, Katerine, Alistair from Eurovision Australia. I understand that you like the 60s and the 70s. What was it about that period that particularly appeals to you? And of course, you didn't experience it, you're very young.
I just love the fact that people back then sort of had a social awareness, and there was a sense of freedom. And I mean, I think that we're going through times like that again, where we're fighting for our rights, and there are so many very important movements going on. But yeah, I mean, I love cinema back then, the movies, the music, everything about it, really, the style, as you may see. Yeah.
Yes, please.
Hi, it's Martijn van der Veen, Eurovision artist in the Netherlands. And I was wondering, you were born and raised in Canada, and suddenly you had to move and live in the country of your parents.
Right.
How was it for you, and what was the most difficult thing when you started living in Greece?
Well, I grew up with the Greek culture, so it didn't, I mean, it was definitely a foreign experience, but it didn't feel as foreign as it would have felt to live anywhere else, because I spoke the language, and I mean, I knew about our history, I knew about our music, about our food. I would eat Greek food every day at home. I would speak the language with my parents. It was definitely different because it is a completely different world compared to Canada. But you can't not love Greece. I think that I didn't have as much of a hard time as I would have expected. And I think I just integrated very easily.
Yes.
Hi.
Is it working? Yeah. Hi, Kalimera.
Kalimera.
Daniel from Eurovision. It's wonderful to see you again. Stunning as always.
Thank you.
We are right now live on our Facebook group, broadcasting this press conference, and viewers from around the world can submit their questions. One of them is, we've seen in the rehearsals that you tried to keep it a bit, styling a bit more artistic, a bit more editorial. Can you tell us a bit about how you tried to translate this feeling from the amazing atmosphere that we saw in the official video into this, to translate into real life, into stage?
Well, our approach was very theatrical. It was in the video as well, and it is on the stage. So I think that's the main common, I would say, element. Yeah, I think it's just very theatrical. I don't know if there's something else that's very dominant about it, but it's very romantic. It's very, female dominating. And I think that it keeps all of the themes that the music video has, just more evolved, a bit more progressed.
Is there anything that didn't transcend from that video into the stage that you, maybe because of a technical reason that you wish you could have?
It's a music video, so the visual, a huge part of the visual is cinematography. It's something that we don't have on stage. It's it's television. It's different, so it's meant to look different. But I think that there are definitely a lot of common points, even concerning the costumes and everything else about the visuals.
Yes. Another one from the viewers online.
They're just flooding us. Gal Chatzor is asking, Katerine, you worked on Better Love with David Snedden,
Yes.
Who's a pretty established songwriter. How was it to get this sort of expert view in the writing process? And can you tell us a bit about the process in general for you, how it was to work on this song in general?
I worked on the song with David Snedden and Leon of Athens, who is here today. It was, for me, the most, it was really an ideal working environment with Leon and David. I expected it from Leon because we've been friends for the longest time and we have incredible artistic chemistry. We completely understand each other. But David was really a revelation, and we both want to work with him again. He's very special. He's a very charismatic person, very respectful, he understands his boundaries, and I really think that he took the essence of the song that we had written and he just elevated it in Slat Stage, and it just, I couldn't have asked for anything more.
Being used to writing your own lyrics, you have a very, very large team with you, and teamwork is something that has to go into plan when coming up with such a number on stage.
Exactly.
How does it work for you?
I think that when it works, when the teamwork is there, it's magical. That you can't work on your own. You can't be the boss of everything. It doesn't work like that. I write my music, I write my lyrics, but I definitely need the right producer. I definitely need the right director. I need the right stylist. I need the right backing vocals and the right dancers. That's how it works. I feel very blessed to have such an incredible team. I think that this is why we've gotten the feedback that we've gotten, because there is chemistry, and we're very in sync, we're very in tune. We all really believe in the message of the song.
Yes, please.
If I may.
Sure.
Hi, I'm Maria, I'm the head of delegation. And I have to say that this is just a part of the team who works for the whole, Katerina song.
That's true.
Some of them are already in this room. I would like just to give them
A round of applause. Can we hear a little bit about what other members do?
It's a huge team. It takes a village, they say.
And of course, I have to say there are people, back home in Athens from the record company and from here, from the can of Greece, let's say. So, and we have all you, the fans and the journalists, the press, who is another kind of team, supporting this.
Just
Thank
as
you all.
important, definitely.
Well, unlike the 60s, these days you can be online and connected to the people who want to follow you or support you. Are you feeling that huge support from back home, and how are you receiving it?
Definitely, huge support, and beyond any expectations of mine, really. I'm very grateful. Really, I don't take it for granted.
Unfortunately, they cannot vote for us. So.
influence other people just to do that. Okay, so just spread the news, vote for us.
Spread the word.
Spread the word. This is a question for all of you ladies. Being a creative mind, I wonder if in this type of event, which is bigger than life and very, very intense, are there moments that you can get inspired and try to think about other projects or ideas for something else? Because there's a lot of inspiration everywhere, but in the meanwhile you have to be very, very focused on your performance. How does it work being such a creative?
For me personally, no, definitely not. I mean, I feel that you really need to focus to an extent, at least for me personally. I don't know if it works like that for everybody. I've seen some participants release albums and release new singles, and I'm like, wow, how do they do it? Honestly, no, for me it's just been better love for the past 5 months of my life. That's it. It's just, I've been breathing Eurovision.
Does it go for the rest of you, for dancers and the backup?
Actually, we've been in this project like for 2 months now, and by the end of the first month we became such a big part of it that we really got so much involved that there was no space in our heads to really be into something else, because it's kind of withdrawing in a very beautiful way. We've been working very as a team, with a lot of rehearsals that went on, and they were asking a lot of sometimes spiritual and mental occupation from us. So we were
focused on the mission.
Yeah.
Yes.
Can I say something?
Of course.
Just in terms of inspiration, I think Greece actually dares to come with something very different in Eurovision. Actually, we all hope that we will inspire, future missions and countries to go for something different and something special, maybe something more artistic and theatrical, and yeah.
Yeah, wish you luck with that. I find it very, very important. Yes, please. Question up front.
Hi, Katerina. Kalimera, the team of Elada. I'm Tolga from Turkey, and first of all, I want to congratulate all of you and you for your second rehearsal. It's very dynamic, trendy, fresh. And at this point, my question is about, usually we are more used to hear something always ethnical, cultural from Greece, but your song is very modern and trendy. What do you think and how do you feel about it, and how the reactions in Greece? I just wonder it. Thank you.
Well, I would like to thank ERT for allowing me to do what I do, what I've always done. For me, it wasn't a question to change my style of music, my genre of music, my artistic identity. So that's it. It was a prerequisite for me, and I'm just very lucky to have been embraced and supported. As for the feedback, and for the feedback from Greek people and support, like I said before, it was beyond my expectations, and I'm just so happy that everybody sees a freshness to this and is on board with us.
Yes, please.
Hi, Katerina. I have a food question.
Love food. Hit me.
I understand you visit one of the historic diners when you're in Montreal. Have you met the owner? And what do you like eating there?
Have I met Iona?
The owner.
Oh, the owner, sorry. The owner of which diner?
The one with the Eurovision connection.
What is it? Oh, Schwartz? Have you heard of Schwartz? It's smoked meat. Yeah, I'm obsessed with Schwartz. And it's actually owned by Celine Dion. And no, I have not had the pleasure to meet Celine Dion, unfortunately. But I highly recommend it. Schwartz, anyone that visits Montreal.
Yes, Daniel. Anyone from the internet asking for a Celine Dion cover?
We would love to. We are sure that you can belt it out, though. Eurovision Bulgaria. From Bulgaria, we have a question. You have only 3 minutes on stage. How would you like to be remembered after your performance? And another question for the Israelis. Were you approached by Israeli fans? And what is your reaction to the love that you're getting from them?
So how would I like to be remembered? I'd like to be remembered as artistic, honest, passionate, sensitive, romantic, dynamic, all of that. Is that too much for 3 minutes?
Beautiful, beautiful.
As for my Israeli fans, I've received a lot of love. The first time I visited for my postcards, there were fans at the airport with fan art and just some goodies and in gift bags. Really touching. I only have the best to say, honestly.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. I want to wish you the best of luck in the duration of the competition.
Thank you so much. Thank you guys. Thank you.
Ave Lava!